To break up, you were stronger. All my friends say, please don't love her. What did I do now? I miss her so. Alright, hello guys. Awakadu, and with me is Ryan. Ryan, are you there?
I am here. What?
Fantastic. Ryan is very excited as well, it seems.
I get to be shoutcast again.
Whoa, no, stop blowing into your mic.
Sorry. I'll stop.
Well, yeah, okay. A little air ejaculation there. Okay, so we're watching the semi-final between XTC and I blanked. Who's the other team?
XTC and aoR.
aoR, all on red. Okay, so aoR or XTC. Right now the score is 1 each. With who was it? XTC picking this map.
XTC picked this map. XTC Slick beat aoR Fnatic on the first map, Chakras. aoRTouchMe beat XTC Slick on Shattered Temple, and here we have XTC Bananashee versus aoRTouchMe on Metropolis. And just something about
TSL Metropolis.
The TSL Metropolis. So just something about this, there is no close ground spawn.
Alright, so both players know they've got a little bit of room to move in to start off with, and so that might change the way they open up their game. The blue Terran, who's actually Bananashee playing for XTC, has spawned at the top right corner and about like the 230 position and so forth. And aoRTouchMe cross map spawn as the Protoss in the yellow has spawned around like the 830 position. We can see both players trying to scout their close air first, because that is the most crucial of the two opposing spawn opportunities. And now obviously they'll both see that the guy's in there, and they'll know that they've got a cross spawn situation. In the meantime, everything is pretty standard. We've got a gateway, a pylon, another pylon, a simulator going down for the Protoss. We can see he's actually placing 2 pylons on his gateway in a slight line. Maybe this is just a little kind of aesthetic choice, or maybe there's some kind of strategic thinking behind it. I'm not sure. And now he's putting down his cybernetic score. Another side, Bananashee is doing pretty much the same as well. It's opened up with the barracks and some supply depots, getting his own refinery.
Good save on the SCV there. It was blocked in against the pylon by 2 probes, and straight away did the mind trick. Got it out of there alive on just over half HP too.
Alright, so Bananashee definitely not asleep right now. He's got everything together and he's doing his stuff just fine. So Mule's going down for aoRTouchMe. He's got his first Marine coming out, and that's going to chase away the probe, but the probe's already running anyway. Oh, the second Marine, I do apologize. So TouchMe knows that there are some Marines up, and he did say they want a refinery, which basically means anything. Both players are still very much in a position where they can do absolutely anything with their start of their game. Second gas going up now for Protoss, so this probably won't be a 4-gate push. He's also boosting out his Stalker rather than his gateway research. Yeah. So that's something to think about.
Got a lot of minerals saved up for Bananashee, and he's going for a bunker. And a bunker, supply depot, and a tech lab. Still a lot of minerals saved up though, so it can be quite interesting. It's a bit odd that he saved up that much, but we'll just have to see what happens.
You shouldn't really be sitting on that much, but perhaps he's looking for expansion quite early, or he's got some other plan. We'll see. That could be some extra racks that are about to come down. He is researching concussive shells for his Marauders as well, and now he's got a little Marine just checking out the rest of his base. He's not going to get caught out by the proxy pylon or anything funny in the background. And he is putting down his command center. For some reason he's putting down like way in the middle of his base, and not just like right above his expansion. But let's not worry about that too much. And that's obviously also where he was saving up his minerals, because now he's down to about the same level as TouchMe, who is going for a 2-gate into Robo, and then a 3rd gate being put down as well. And just getting out the standard selection of use. He's got a Stalker out, he's got his little Sentry out, so pretty standard from both sides, although there is an engineering bay going down for Bananashee this early in the game already.
Yeah, something about Bananashee, I've played against him quite a few times. He does tend to favour the heavy bio ball, but he can do. I've seen it pretty much all from him. I've seen Banshee pushes, I've seen Siege Tank play. He does know the various strats. He knows what a ghost is and how to EMP. He knows the timings of the DT pushes. As you can see, he's getting a missile turret up there. I think maybe he saw the 1 gate, saw the 1 stalker, and thought, you know, maybe there's an
Trying to make
opportunity
sure.
where I can do some pressure, decided against it, got the command center, getting 3 Ruxes just to be safe, and plays a very solid style, I'd have to say.
Definitely. We do have the expansion going up for TouchMe. Ryan, you're still blowing a little bit into your mic when you speak. Maybe just move it to the side of your mouth. As well as the first observer going out for TouchMe and a second one coming out as well. So he's going to try and make sure he sees everything that's going on. The command center is morphing to orbital command first. I would have liked him to move it and then you know, put an orbital command down with it, but that's just me. And there it goes. He's going to be moving it into his expansion as well, and it will go down slightly faster than the Nexus finishing. So both players roughly going to be expanding about the same time, going for a little bit more of a macro play here, which I think would be quite fun to see now.
Just on that, moving the command center.
Ryan, you've moved your thing further away from your mouth. Just move it to the side of your mouth. You don't have to move it further.
It was on the side.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Just something about the command center and the orbital command. It's like you say, it's not much of a difference, but it's really stupid. I mean, I'm called The Economist, and here's a bit of economics. But with your time value of money, you want the money now, not later. So to morph it first and then lift it off, you get that mule out quicker. It regens half its energy while floating, so it does actually make a bigger difference because you get the money earlier rather than later.
Alright, okay, so there's some thinking in it. We actually do see TouchMe using both his observers now, the one at the front and the one at the side of the base. So he's trying to spot if there's going to be anything in the air coming out of the base, and at the same time trying to spot the ground army. Although there's another missile turret going, and he's probably going to have to move his observer back. But let's not worry about that too much. He's got his robotics bay almost finished, and he is getting a forge out as well. So our TouchMe is probably going to go for a pretty standard kind of fireballish thingy. He's got a lot of zealots, a few sentries, immortal out, and he's going to get some colossi as well. Maybe a +1 upgrade. This is looking pretty good on both sides. We can see that Bananashee is now using an expansion quite well. He's moved his bunkers forward. Everything's looking pretty sound on his side. He's got his combat shield as well as his stim pack being researched. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not +1 attack. It's going to be +1 ground armor level first upgrade for Protoss. So what do you think we're going to be seeing here from Bananashee? He's putting down a factory. Do you think he's got mainly marauders and then just a few marines?
I think he knows enough about the standard styles. I mean, I'm giving him a lot of credit here, but he did practice quite a fair bit with Dark Banana and Banana Llama, who I don't know if you remember have both done very, very well in Polar Fluke tournaments in the past.
Indeed, I do.
Dark Banana, I think, has got 2 third places, and Banana Llama's won it twice. So he does know Protoss. He scouted the Immortal with the scan. I think he's got a very good idea that there's probably Colossus on the way, so he's got... I'm not surprised. There it is, a starport and a reactor coming up. He's going to start pumping up the Medivacs and the Vikings, and he's just going to be a bit careful until he can get those Vikings out in some numbers to be aggressive with them, and then we might see some pushes from him. And then,
indeed, this is looking pretty good, huh?
And then on the Protoss Forge, I don't know if anyone watched the TSL 3, but Adel Scott versus MVP, it was PVT. Sorry, MVP. He showed, or at least I don't know if he wrote it out, but the theory behind it is that you want the armor because Marauders do less damage to Zealots, and Marines with a Guardian Shield, if you get the +1 armor before the Marines get the +1 attack, and you put a Guardian Shield on your Zealots, they take 1 damage a shot. So it really is
fantastic.
So it is really a good upgrade to get if you are going gateway heavy, if you especially early on.
Alright, and I've also had the fun of being explained that getting a +1 armor is better than getting shields first, obviously, because armor lasts a bit longer, affects more units, and can't put EMP it off. We've got a proxy pilot going down for TouchMe as well as his third expansion. And in the meantime, we have a Bananashee moving most of his units out in an attacking command all the way to his close spawn on ground. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's got 2 medics coming back, so maybe he's going to be pushing out to make a little drop in the back of TouchMe's base, which could be quite detrimental as he's moving all his units out to his furthest expansion. Okay, well no, so he just took his units on a little day trip or something. I don't know why the hell he did that.
He was possibly scouting for proxies. Better safe than sorry. He has scouted the third.
Here we go.
And he drops his own in response as well.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so he's checking out his little proxy pile. He's probably going to be wanting to move his units a little bit, and he doesn't want to leave any pylons behind. He didn't really do the best job in scouting, though, because, I mean, proxy pylons go down in corners, and he didn't really scout the corners, but let's not worry about it. He does have ghosts coming out, some Vikings coming out, leg speed coming out for the Protoss, actually. I haven't seen that in a while. I really, really like leg speed. So TouchMe is definitely putting down the type of play that I love. And he's not really going for a lot of extra Colossi. He's got one, and now he's going back to Immortal. So he's obviously also anticipating the fact that there's going to be quite a few Vikings. Maybe just not wanting to enter into that kind of problem. You know, he's just going to go straight for Immortals and have all those Vikings kind of usually sitting in the air, or, you know, landing for kind of not quite effective ground units.
Yeah. No, Zealot legs are quite good, but I'm just wondering if he has enough Zealots, and I say that in all seriousness. No, okay, he does have quite a few, sorry, I was misclicking there.
Yeah, now he's got a few.
Because those...
How much? He's got 20.
Zealots running into a stimmed Marines Marauders, it doesn't even matter that the Marauders do less damage. The first few just evaporate. They kind of get there, they hit once, and they die. So you do want a fair number.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so third expansion is down. Well, second expansion, so third base. I should really fix this. Third base is down for Bananashee. He's putting down his armory as well. He's getting a planetary fortress on his expansion. +1 armor, some more units. He's pumping up quite fast. Third expansion, third base. Fuck. Also time for TouchMe. He's still got to move some of his units over from his first expansion, I think, onto that second one, but not too much to worry. He's into a good position, although not really saturating his expansion as such. And we might actually see a bit of a battle here. We see Bananashee moving out with quite a big force, and TouchMe's army actually waiting right there at the end of his expansion as well. And now these first units will actually just walk into the army and see it. Yeah. And scan goes down. Oh, that Immortal might be a bit opposition. Oh, actually, I think watching these forces, Bananashee has got a massive army, 6,100 against 450, 45. Sorry,
he's got 20 pop lead, but he is behind in upgrades. He's only now getting his 1-1, where TouchMe is getting his +3 armor. I've never actually seen someone be so aggressive with the armor yet in all the programs I've watched, so this is quite interesting.
Definitely.
He's getting +3 armor, so I don't know if he knows that Zealots will still take 1 damage, at least 1 damage, no matter how much damage is coming in. But it.
Well, we'll see. Here it goes. It's a standoff. Out come the ghosts. They're going to EMP. Beautiful EMP onto half the army. That's our yeses. Okay, Bananashee. That was brilliant by Bananashee. And income
more
both
EMPs,
the
more
and everything
EMPs.
else. Oh my word.
There's the stem.
Okay. So this is looking really bad for the Protoss player, right? My TouchMe is being absolutely decimated. As you said, his units just evaporating in the face of those stimmed units. And I think that's a straight GG right there.
Yeah, Bananashee there has so quick on the resupply. In that battle, I think he engaged with 177 population. He's now on 168. He's back up to 170. As he's losing units, he's just making more. And that's TouchMe out. GG.
Very, very strong. So you can see Bananashee using his EMPs incredibly effectively there. You really don't want EMPs on your units, but in all fairness, he just had more units. His quantity, his army size was just way bigger. So that was something to think about. The fact that all those upgrades and so forth might not have been as useful as TouchMe was hoping. But maybe he just didn't drone up or probe up as much.
No, that is very true. As I was saying, like, you don't normally see... If you're going Colossus as Protoss, you definitely want attack. And why is that? Well, your Colossus attacks twice, and it gets +2 for each attack upgrade. If you're going very Zealot heavy, I can see why armor is a good thing. But at the same time, you're only attacking the front line. You need something to attack the second line, the third line, and, move the forces forward. So
a very good point.
I think that's just kind of what hurt him there.